Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about my current beauty favorites. I decided not to do a monthly thing because August is way past and then we're in the middle of September. So I decided why not do my current favorite, which is something that I use, most of the things that I use more than often. Though they're more like my holy grails. I don't want to call this my holy grail video, more so my current beauty favorites. But yeah, if you want to see what my favorites are, then just keep watching. So first we're going to start off with a setting spray. This is from Wet n Wild. Right now this is my current favorite. I don't know if they do, but I wish they had a bigger bottle of these because this is only 1.52 fluid ounces and I just love it. It doesn't smell good. It almost smells like hairspray, but I love setting my skin with this after I'm done with my foundation and everything else. But I also love priming my skin with this spray. This is good stuff. And I think it retails for $3 or some change. And I got this at Walgreens, so it's a drugstore favorite. Up next, this favorite is probably everyone's favorite, but this is my current favorite. I've been using this for quite some time. Before this, I was using a brow pencil, but now I've fallen more and more in love with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in Soft Brown. This one right here, I've bought this same product over and over for about a year or so because I just love using it. It's so easy now that I know how to do my eyebrows a lot better. It's so easy for me to use a cream-based applicator for my eyebrows, and this is soft brown. I used to use chocolate when my hair was a little darker up top and lighter on the bottom, but I feel like soft brown complements my hair, my skin tone, and also in pictures it looks a lot better as well. But this is one of my favorites, one of my holy grails. Okay, up next we have this one here, the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Eden. I love this primer simply because it's full coverage, and for example, it looks kind of like a concealer, and yes, I can use a concealer to prime my eyelids, but this one it kind of conceals all of my veins in my eyes, and sometimes I use this to highlight my brow bone or the underbrow, and it's not pasty, it's very not creamy, it's just, see, it blends well, it's very blendable. And I appreciate how when I set it with a powder, with a skin tone powder, it helps me blend out my other shadows so much better. Yeah. And now we have this here. This is the Cinema Secrets Makeup Brush Cleaner. I love this thing. This here has been my lifesaver, not only as a makeup artist on the go, but also as someone who, doesn't really like washing her brushes with water and soap and waiting till the next day for them to dry. This is instant. This is the quick drying, rinse free formula antimicrobial disinfectant. It also disinfects your brushes, which is something really good for those of you who are very allergic to anything, from switching eyeshadows to having your brushes out in the open and they're collecting dust. This is also really good because it's a disinfectant. And just to show you guys what it does, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a little demo. Taking a dirty brush, this is a brush I bought on eBay. It has, I don't know if you can see, it has some yellow eyeshadow. And I also have it in this. This is actually what I use on the go because it has a spray. This is more of a, kind of like a refill or whatnot. So what I do is I put it on a tissue. I'll show you. I spray it, and then I just swirl it around. And look, clean, master clean. Like, that is flawless. And what I love is that it isn't wet. Like, the brush is dry. I can use it. Let me show you. Just grab a random palette, dust it on there, and I can just use it. Like, it's instant. I'm gonna put it right where I put the primer. You see? It's clean, 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 clean. I don't need to wait to dry. And obviously, I love it even more because if I use one brush for 3 shadows, I clean it after every different shadow. And I continue using it just like that. I love it. And I found out about it because I needed something that was more so rinse free, dries fast, because when I'm on the go and I'm doing makeup for, let's say, TV, or someone that is, you know, that needs a faster process, I need something to clean my brush as well. I used to have this one from Sephora, but it's very oily and I didn't like how it smelled. This one, it has a scent, but I mean, what doesn't? It even, but yeah, one of my favorites. I will repurchase it. I actually buy it on Sephora. You can buy it at Ricky's in South Beach or cinemasecrets.com, but I go on and I buy it at Sephora. This one is 8 fluid ounces, but I believe they do have a 24 ounce, which is a bigger bottle, but I went with this one just to try it out. Oh, one important thing about it. It comes with these little tins. So this here, you open it and it's meant for you to actually pour the liquid in here, dip your brushes or dip whatever it is that you're trying to clean in here, and swirl it around in a tissue. But I don't use it because I have this guy. Up next, we have this concealer here from NARS. This is the Soft Matte Complete Concealer in Macadamia. Usually I use this to, you know, just carve out my brow, or sometimes I kind of conceal under my eye when I want to do a no makeup look. It's very, very, very creamy. Like creamy, but in a way that you'll have, it's blendable. And I love that they have so many shades of it. And see how, and it's not like, it's mattifying, but it's not sticky, it's not super drying. I just love it. It's one of my favorite things to wear, to use, or whatever. Okay, so next I have a beauty sponge, or yeah, a beauty sponge. I have two favorites actually. I've kind of let, you know, I've given Beauty Blender a break because it's $20. There's so many other sponges out there that I can try and give a chance to. So I said, why not try something different? And I have this one here, which is dirty as hell because I just did my makeup with this. This is from NYX. This is the Flawless Beauty Sponge. That's what it's called, and it's only 10 bucks. Like, I only bought one because I wanted to try it out for myself, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to continue repurchasing this. And it just has one tear. As you can see, it's one little tear, but that's because I go ham on washing my sponges. Like, I really go like this, and I go like this, and I just, but this has lasted me about 2 months already, and I always tend to go back to it because it to be honest, it kind of proved me wrong, because I thought, okay, so it's a sponge, and the people at NYX told me you don't have to use it wet, but like any other sponge, I like using it wet. It just gives me a really flawless finish on my foundation. So when I wet it, it becomes bigger, obviously, like any other sponge, and I just love how it has that angle. It makes it easier for me to kind of contour my nose or get in there with the, you know, with the powder, kind of like Beauty Blender, but it's only 10 bucks, so why not? Another sponge that I also appreciate and love is this one from Eco Tools. As you can see, it's a little beat up, and that's the only reason why I've kind of let go of to use it, because I don't know, I think it was like on my second wash that it just started tearing. Maybe I got a bad batch, or I just, maybe they're all like this. This one came with a smaller one, which is meant to be used for the under eye as well, which is this one. You can wet both of them and they become bigger, just like any other sponge. But this one, you can use it for your under eye, or to contour, or to carve out your cheeks with a powder. But this one was one of my favorites in the beginning before I bought the NYX one, because it just blended out everything so well. And it's only 9 something, almost 10 bucks. So these are like win-win for me. I just wish it didn't rip so much. I don't know, maybe I'm doing it wrong, maybe I'm washing it wrong, but if you guys have any other recommendations on how to wash your beauty sponges, then let me know. Oh my god, I almost forgot. This powder that I'm about to show you guys has replaced my Laura Mercier translucent powder. And yes, it is hard for me to say that because I am someone who used to use the Laura Mercier translucent powder all the time, for everything, for makeovers, for myself, for everything, to set, to whatever it was, I used it all the time. But this one right here, y'all, this right here, this is so good. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in number 25. Now, at first, this powder right here, I thought, okay, maybe it's gonna be too light. I was like on the fence about it because, you know, it's out of my comfort zone. All I knew was Laura Mercier, but when I tried this under my eye, at first I was like, it's making me look a little gray, I'm not liking it. But then looking at pictures, looking at videos of myself that I would take to compare whether this was good or not, it made me look polished, flawless. It just, I don't know, like whatever is in this stuff is doing it for me. And I've seen a lot of beauty gurus and YouTubers and influencers use this powder, and it makes them look like it doesn't set on your pores. Or if you have, for example, any, you know, any, what do you call that shit? Pores? What is it called? Texture. If you have any texture, I just had a brain fart. If you have any texture, this powder, it's so finely milled and done that it does not bring your texture out. This one here is the Tarte Friction Stick, FRXX Shin Stick. So this here, oh wait. So this is like a charcoal bar that you apply to your skin, and it's more of like it's a mask. This one here, it says apply directly to damp skin along the forehead, nose, cheeks, and chin. Using your fingertips, gently massage all over the face and then rinse thoroughly. So this is to remove any you know, any dirt, any scum, any whatever it is that your skin kind of just sucks in and doesn't take out with a, you know, with a face soap or with a scrub. This here, when I take this off and I do what it says, like I rub my skin very lightly because I'm very sensitive, and right here I have some, you know, blackheads. They're like as small as the smallest thing, but I can see them and I feel them when I do my makeup. And right here I have a lot of pores, and I use this. It just makes my skin so flawless. It's like if you face tune my skin. And I think this retails for like 20 bucks. It's from Tarte. You can find it at Sephora. You can find it on Tarte. It's been one of my favorite things to use as a mask, as an exfoliator, as a scrub, more so than, you know, I usually use like fresh Umbrian clay mask, but this right here, this is a lifesaver, and I really recommend this for anyone who is oily or who has like acne problems or is acne prone. This here is gonna save your life, girl. Okay, and last but certainly not least, my Too Faced Hangover Primer. This right here has been one of my favorite primers to use. I've used this ever since this was released, and the reason why I love it is because it is coconut based, and I have very dry skin, and I love it even more because as I apply this primer, I've used thousands and thousands and thousands of primers. I'm being very sarcastic right now because I've never used thousands of primers on my skin, but I've used a couple of them that I just always find myself going back to this one. Being that I have dry skin, applying this as a primer, it refreshes me. It makes me feel super hydrated. I'm gonna try and see if I do more of these videos, maybe monthly beauty favorites, or I don't know. Let's see if we come up with a new category and we talk about it here on my channel. What you think? But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, comment, share, talk about it, do whatever it is. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys. I love setting my skin with this before I do my foundation, and I love setting my skin with this. Should I raise this up a little more? No, that's fine. It's a little cheap. It is cheap. Shit broke like 3 times. I have to fix it with my teeth. Hey, that shit rhymes. Okay, and last but not certainly, and obviously, and obviously, it makes my foundation and whatever